Outnumbered, outgunned, and facing certain death, a king and his warriors made a stand that would echo through history. King Leonidas of Sparta wasn't just a ruler, he was a symbol of defiance. But how did he lead just 300 men against the mighty Persian Empire and change the course of history forever? Let's dive into the incredible story of the Spartan king who defied the odds. King Leonidas I was born around 540 BCE in Sparta, a militaristic city-state famed for its rigorous training system. From a young age, Spartan boys were put through a brutal training process called the agoge, making them some of the fiercest warriors in the ancient world. But Leonidas wasn't born a hero. He became one through discipline, strategy, and sheer courage. In 480 BCE, when Persia, under King Xerxes, launched a full-scale invasion of Greece, the Greeks were in turmoil. Xerxes, having already defeated the Greek city-states of Lydia, Ionia, and Egypt, was marching toward Greece with a force that historians estimate could have been anywhere from 100,000 to over 1 million soldiers. Faced with an army of such overwhelming size, many Greek leaders, including Athens and Corinth, were ready to surrender. But Leonidas had a different idea. Rather than retreat, he chose to stand and fight, leading a small force of just 300 Spartan warriors, alongside several thousand Greek allies, at the narrow mountain pass of Thermopylae. Why Thermopylae? The narrow pass flanked by cliffs and the sea was the perfect location for Leonidas to hold off the massive Persian army. The Persians, no matter how many they had, couldn't utilize their overwhelming numbers in such a confined space. Leonidas knew this terrain like the back of his hand. For 2 days, the Spartans held their ground, using their superior fighting skills and formations to inflict heavy casualties on the Persians. The Spartans fought in a tight, shielded phalanx, with their spears reaching out to pierce the Persian ranks. Their discipline and training allowed them to defeat waves of Persian soldiers. But Leonidas's brilliance didn't stop there. On the second day, the Persian forces launched a full-on assault, but the Spartan warriors fought with such ferocity that they caused confusion in the Persian ranks. For a time, it looked as though the Persians might break, until disaster struck. A betrayal changed the course of the battle. A Greek traitor named Ephialtes revealed a secret mountain path to Xerxes, allowing the Persians to outflank the Greek defenses. Realizing the battle was lost, Leonidas made the ultimate decision. He sent the majority of the Greek forces away, choosing to stay behind with his 300 Spartans and a small group of allies, including Thebans and Thespians, to make a last stand. It was on the third day that Leonidas and his warriors made their final stand. Knowing they were vastly outnumbered and facing certain death, they fought with unparalleled bravery. The Spartans were ultimately overwhelmed, and King Leonidas himself fell in battle. But Leonidas's sacrifice wasn't in vain. His stand at Thermopylae became a symbol of resistance. His courage inspired the Greek city-states to unite and fight back against the Persian Empire. Just a few months later, the Greeks, led by Athens, won a decisive victory at the Battle of Salamis, turning the tide of the war. The legacy of Leonidas didn't end at Thermopylae. His story has been told for centuries, inspiring countless others to fight for freedom, courage, and honor. From movies and books to modern-day soldiers, the legacy of King Leonidas lives on. King Leonidas wasn't just a warrior. He was a leader who stood up against tyranny, even when it seemed impossible. His bravery at Thermopylae showed that sometimes the greatest victory is standing firm in the face of overwhelming odds. Did Leonidas inspire you? Let us know what other historical legends you'd like to see on this channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more incredible stories from history. Until next time, stay bold, stay brave.